And we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's your favorite truck driver in the whole wide world, ex-truck driver. It's Bitcoin Ben. Mother's milk, baby. Gotta have my coffee in the morning. Today's a very special morning. You know why? Because I woke up. Soon as my eyes opened, I thought to myself, today is going to be a good day. Today is going to be one of those days that at the end of the day, I think to myself, I would relive today and not do a damn thing different. Very rarely do you wake up and have that feeling. It's that feeling that today you're going to get so much accomplished that you're just going to be proud of it. You're just going to be proud of the momentum you create, the movement that you make towards your goal. I had a call this morning with Lori, my assistant / partner. And the website or platform for the founders group is kicking ass. The event at the end of September is kicking ass. In fact, we're actually offering a deal to bring a friend with you in September. There's a link. Lori actually gave me a link. Check it out under here. If you're interested in the entrepreneur founders group event here in Miami, the end of September, there's a link under here. Check it out. And after this show today, I'm going over to Patreon, and we're actually doing a longer show because last night's show was just a chit show. Nothing was working right. The internet, the software, everything just went to hell in a handbasket. And it's okay though, because I feel as if it was meant to be. I had that energy today. I have that let's kick some ass today. Let's push forward on whatever we're doing. And at the end of the day, look back and go, damn it, man, I am a bad mother plucker. Plus, I feel extra handsome today. I don't know why, but I feel extra sexy. Maybe it's just me. But hey, what can you do? It's Thursday, and I haven't even touched on I had 2 phone calls. No, one call, one text this morning. One of them was absolutely jaw-dropping. I have friends who run exchanges outside of America. The amount of adoption, let me put it this way, all right? There are universities over in the UK, or not just UK, Europe, let's say Europe. There are universities over in Europe that are quietly selling shares of certain companies and moving those profits into cryptos. And there's rumors, mind you, of what Michael Saylor is doing up in New York. All right. Apparently, now, this is what I'm hearing from people who would know, or who are in the circles that Michael Saylor deals in. I'll put it that way. Apparently, he's launching a company. He wants to launch the world's largest crypto exchange. And apparently, he is talking about like something that would make friggin', I don't know, something like Binance look like a joke. I think he's talking about launching the world's largest over-the-counter crypto exchange and mining company. Do you know how much influence Michael Saylor has? Do you know how many billionaire friends he has? Do you know how simple it would be for him to launch that type of company? He knows everybody in finance now. And he has a whole company that does nothing but write code. This, and from what I hear, he's basically going to create a global trading company that will rival the COMEX. Think about this. A global COMEX, now mind you, no float, full spot Bitcoin. ran on the Lightning node or ran on the Lightning Network. And getting institutional and governments involved. Apparently, he's working with people from El Salvador also. By the way, did I mention I'm going to El Salvador in 2 weeks? I will be doing a live show from El Salvador, from our office, my office in El Salvador. My friends, if you don't think that cryptos are kicking ass outside of America, you haven't looked outside of America. Outside of America, cryptos is all that people are talking about. Right? There's a meeting going on right now. It's called Jackson Hole. Right? Jackson Hole is hosted by the Federal Reserve of America. All of the creme de la creme of the financial systems will be there. They are scared shitless of what is going on with the Federal Reserve. They're scared shit. And I mean, it is palpable. I was listening to Bloomberg this morning. They're broadcasting live from Jackson Hole, Wyoming. They are in full panic, right, over Europe. Not just America. See, America's got problems. Absolutely. Right? But Europe has serious, and I mean serious problems. Europe, the euro is going down in flames. Literally going down in flames. And they can't do anything, and they know it. You should have seen this poor host on Bloomberg Intelligence. That's the name of the show. They have all of the creme de la creme of finance and business on their show. These people, what kills me is every interview is exactly the same. Right? Every interview is exactly the same. What are we going to do about Europe? Well, lower the interest rate. No, because that pushes up inflation. They're already expecting an 18% interest or 18% inflation rate in January. Do you know 18% inflation rate will literally destroy Europe. There will not be a dollar that will be borrowed. There will not be any economic movement at all. It will be epic how quick Germany crashes. You have to understand, Germany runs on financing the rest of the countries. Without Germany, the euro goes bye-bye. Without Germany having a growth year after year, the euro dies. That's it. Italy is already toast. Their bonds are junk. Greece, that's what they are. They're a little Greece spot now. And the German people aren't going to take it. The German people can't take it. They're going to have to go back to their old currencies. This is going to shatter Europe into 20 different currencies. And those currencies, mind you, Germany doesn't hold much gold. France doesn't hold much gold. Italy doesn't hold much gold. Greece definitely doesn't hold much gold. My friends, I hope you realize after the American elections, after the November elections, they're letting it go. They have to. They're letting it crash. They have to. They cannot. The Federal Reserve cannot hold inflation and prop up the market at the same time. Cannot do it. The labor rate, the labor participation rate is so low now, or really so high. There's a lot of people working, and there's a lot of jobs. The wage rate is skyrocketing. And we talked about this yesterday, right? Once the inflation wage spiral gets going, and it's already going, folks, it is already off and running. Here in Sarasota, beautiful Sarasota, Florida, you're getting $18 an hour to get a job at McDonald's. That's going to ripple, and I hate to use that word, ripple, throughout the unions at least. The Carpenters Union up in St. Louis raised their minimum a few months ago. Wage increases. See, what the Federal Reserve doesn't want to say but has to say, it's why they come up with these word salads that, well, we're trying to unincentivize labor. Unincentivize labor. So you mean get companies to start firing people? Well, that's another way of saying this. Okay, so you want companies to fire people so that there's not such low unemployment, so that the wage inflation slows down or stops. Yes, that's our goal. Oh, okay. So you're manipulating the currency so people lose their jobs, so they don't have as much money to spend. Are we getting that right? Well, yes and no. See, what we'd like to do is we'd like to raise the interest rate until it's appropriate to drop the interest rate. So, let me see if I got this right. You want to dig a hole, and then once you dig it deep enough, you want to fill it back up. That's what we're shooting for. These are supposedly the smart people in our society. The Federal Reserve is digging holes with the goal of filling them up. If you just looked at the screen when I said that and gave the old high-pitch hound look, I wouldn't blame you. It's something when you hear it, it's so stupid that you question the person saying it. And you think there's no way these people are in charge of our monetary system. Oh, but yes, they are, my friends. These are the wizards of stupid that we got at the Federal Reserve. We're gonna drain the dollar supply until we reach a point where we can fill the dollar supply. Kind of sounds like perpetual stupidity to me. See, only in government does this philosophy work. Only in progressive government does shit like this even get considered. Let's think about this. All right. Let's think of a window company. Or no. Even better. Let's think of a house builder, a home construction company. And your number one manager, you're the CEO of the company, walks in and goes, okay, folks, new business model. Oh, hang on. I got a bug in my coffee. Yeah, he didn't drink much. You had the CEO of a housing company come into the boardroom and say, hey, I got an idea. Let's go out and let's build us some houses. Then right as the houses are done, let's set them on fire. Think how many houses we could build. And yet this is the mentality of our government. This is the mentality of the financial wizards of stupidity that we've got at the Federal Reserve. You have to, as I say this, let this sink in. We literally have people leading the Federal Reserve that's their job is to lie and manipulate the public. That's literally their job. It's why they come up with these stupid word salad terms like monetary easing, monetary tightening, oh God, they've had so many stupid, they try and, oh yeah, they don't say the word deflation. Nope, can't say the word deflation. So what do? They say, we're going through a bout of, not kidding, listen to these shows. We're going through a little bit of D-I-S, disinflation. So we can't say deflation, but we can say disinflation. Now, I can't say it because I have a speech impediment and no letter messes with me more than the D's. I don't know. I guess I'm allergic to the D. That makes sense. So we have a whole financial system, folks, that is literally lying to us, trying to get us fired so they can reach a point where they can get us hired. They're trying to rake in money with a higher interest rate so they can reach a point where they can print more money. And this is supposed to be a real economy? And they wonder why no one but there was someone on Bloomberg this morning that said, I worry that the Fed may be losing credibility. No shit. Really? The Federal Reserve, right? I know used car salesmen that have more credibility than the Federal Reserve. Just saying. I know slumlords that have more credibility than the Federal Reserve. Yeah. And so folks, I'm telling you now, after the elections, and guys and gals, I don't care what anybody's telling you. If you look at the Bitcoin against every other currency except the dollar, see, the Bitcoin's actually doing very good against the dollar, but it is doing amazing against the euro, the peso, the Canadian dollar. In Canada, oh my, for all of my friends up in Canada, I am sorry. See, Americans have a little bit of protection. There's still some of us clinging on to the Constitution. Up in Canada, you guys have the full force of the government's friggin' the boot of government is squarely on your neck. Squarely on your neck right now. Australia's right there. There's a reason that I'm launching companies out of El Salvador. There's a reason the Founders Group, the Venture Capital Fund, the Founders Group platform is launched out of El Salvador. America is going to go through an economic, financial, currency, tornado, hurricane, possibly asteroid event. And we, those of us in the founders group, will have set up our dual citizenship and all that. Not that I'm leaving America. That's not what I'm saying. It's just, if you have assets, if you have anything of value, if you don't think the federal government is going to come after you, you've lost your mind. And if you're a dual citizenship, or you're a dual citizen in El Salvador with us, with the rest of us in the founders group, you've got some protection. We at the founders group, we've hired lawyers that are on payroll. We've hired several people that are on our payroll in El Salvador to protect and help the founders group in reallocating assets if needed, shall we say. This is why the founders group is so popular. This is why we have an office in El Salvador. This is why we are having events in El Salvador in 2 weeks. That's why I will be in El Salvador in 2 weeks. That's why I'll be shooting the show live from an event in El Salvador. Because has anyone ever seen the movie Schindler's List? All right. Schindler in Schindler's List hid most of his money outside of the motherland. That's what's going to happen here, folks. We're going to have Nuremberg trials. We're going to have a lot of stuff go down. And those of us who can see around corners are planning for this. And have set up systems. It's why I'm living in Florida now. It's why I'm launching an office here in Florida. It's why I'm keeping my office in St. Louis. It's why I'm launching launched an office in El Salvador. You gotta cover your ass whenever the shit hits the fan. See, the shit's gonna hit the fan right after the election. Does anyone not understand that? If you do not understand that the shit's gonna hit the fan right after the election, please raise your hand and I will elaborate on how bad this is going to get. In fact, hit the likes if you want me to elaborate for a few minutes on how bad this is going to get after the election. Well, it's going to get bad. Number one, right after the election, mark my words, right after the election, the Federal Reserve is going to jump these interest rates into 12, 14, 16, 18%. And the American economy is gonna come to a screeching halt. Right now, we're limping. But we are gonna get the legs knocked out of us. Now, that's one way they could go. The other is lower the interest rate. Question is, and this is the question of all questions. This is the question that I'm going to be answering here when I get off the regular show and headed over to Patreon. Because I can't say some of the things I need to say here on the UB-Tubes. But it has to be said. They're either going to jack up the interest rates and destroy the economy, or they're going to hyper inflate the currency and crush us that way. See, I think they're going to hyperinflate, and I'll tell you why. Because then they'll have the supply chain that they can blame. See, if they jack up the rates, all the fingers go right at the Fed. But if they inflate if they let it go hyperinflation, they can blame corporations. They can blame oil on the Saudis. They can blame everyone except them. Oh no, it's not us. It's the fact that we don't have enough oil. Never mind that we shut down most of the pipelines. Nothing going on there. They're going to hyperinflate like crazy. So, my friends, let's actually get a quick word from the sponsor. By the way, please, people, please, we had another person ripped off of $30,000 in a scam. Please, please, please know who you're dealing with. And for crying out loud, folks, get a CALIX Solutions laptop. I don't know how much more I can stress this. They are made and you are taught, and we have a telephone line you can call for assistance if you've got a question. Hey, this guy's telling me I need to do that. Should I do that? No. Okay, thanks, CALIX. Here's a word from the sponsor.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
And we're back. Okay, so please, guys and gals, if you're in cryptos and you do not have a CALIX Solutions crypto-only laptop, call Patrick right now. Call 702-845-8276 or text. Call or text 702-845-8276 and ask Patrick, hey Patrick, why do I need a CALIX Solutions crypto-only laptop? After he talks with you, you're going to wish you would have bought one a year ago. All right, now I'm jumping off here, and that's a big-ass bird. That might not be a bird. That might be a bug. Florida's got some of the biggest bugs I've ever seen in my life. They're like prehistoric little fuckers. Pretty sure they're related to alligators. I don't know, but they got big bugs. Okay, so I'm heading over right now from here, going over to Patreon. We are going to get into, and it's going to be a longer video because we need to get into how to prepare and set yourself up to grow into this transition. That's the key. Don't just survive the transition. Grow your wealth into the transition. People get wealthy in a transition. That's what we're going through. So there's a link under here for CALIX laptops. There's a link under here for the Founders Group. And there's a link under the video for my Patreon. Click on all of them. Take this serious, folks, because when this shit show happens, you do not want to be unprepared. Love you guys. See you over on Patreon soon. Love you. Bye.